haven't seen any evidence of an x-ray of the arms.
How did they not impeach Welcher with it immediately and say, brother, you're dead wrong?
And why didn't they? What I don't get is why they didn't impeach him with this. So if they've had these x-rays the whole time.
I'm surprised that all of a sudden there's x-rays when the other expert said that there's no x-rays.
Did you see any defect in the bones of the right hand?
No bony defects, and the tissue was normal.
She's like, oh, yeah, I totally looked at the x-rays and his bones are fine. So he probably wasn't hit by a car there.
3 different x-rays, all parts of the arm, all parts of that right arm. There were no fractures.
It's a problem that John's arm didn't have any broken bones. Because if it gets hit by a tail like that, your arm is going to fucking shatter, bro.
Rentschler will tie a bow on this and say his arm would have been absolutely fractured, if not shattered.
It's going to be covered in bruising. And their out is apparently like, it probably did have broken bones. Like, that's what they're saying.
If it hit that tail light at however many miles an hour.
So how did we get all the way through Brennan and his witnesses saying there's no x-rays?
Oh, Lovies, it was worse than I remembered.
That shouldn't feel like a mic drop. The fact that there's x-rays shouldn't feel like a mic drop. There should have been x-rays.
Actually, here's an x-ray as Dr. Laposata looked at, and there were no broken bones.
And we are done here. Case over. Mic drop.
The fact that it feels like a mic drop just illustrates how wild the evidence has come in this case.
In spite of the fact there was special leg dissection, there were x-rays taken, x-rays of the arms, x-rays of the hands, x-rays of the legs. All the bones were intact, no breaks. That was the conclusion of direct.
Wow.
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 Pretty strong point to end on, if you ask me.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having anything to do before the Honorable Beverly Cannoni, the Justice of the Superior Court, holding in Dedham within and for the County of Norfolk. Draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This court is in session. Please be seated.
Here we go. Spanky's turn. Okay.
Gosh, Hank, you're just a fucking liar.
What are we going to abuse her about?
He's going to try and discredit her by slimy tactics, I'm sure.
We all knew that, but Jesus.
Good afternoon, Dr. Laposata.
6 minutes till the afternoon.
Oh.
I agree.
Good afternoon.
God, I love her.
She gave you an opportunity to actually have a very human moment. And even then, you're just like, come on.
Right out of the gate, she's like, actually, she's very precise. That's what that tells me. That witness is very precise. It's 6 minutes until the afternoon, Mr. Brennan, but good afternoon to you regardless.
6 minutes till the afternoon. She was kidding around.
It's funny. You smiled.
Laposata is snarky.
But it was still sassy.
And it's amazing.
Mr. O'Keefe thrust backwards. Is that what you determined looking at his head injury?
Whoa. You've been talking to her for 0 minutes and now you're getting into thrusting. Sir, you can't just go with, hi, what's your name, and then directly into discussing thrusting. You got to have some warm up. You got to have some discussion. You know.
That he was, I didn't understand you had your hand in front of your mouth.
Sure, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She is so done. Oh, sir, she's just going to clock you up one side and down the other.
Yeah.
You talked about a head injury that Mr. O'Keefe had that
Yes.
he suffered from
Yes.
that caused his death.
Yes.
Excuse me, your hand was in front of your mouth. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Yes, Mom. Immediately. Yes, I hear you. I'm picking up what you are putting down.
Sir, you had your hand in front of your mouth. Couldn't hear you. Damn.
Have these two haven't had any interaction, right?
But also, all right, hint, if you didn't see it, if you didn't know this, he knows her. They know each other. The plot thickens.
See, the thing is, when Dr. Welcher was giving it back to Alessi, he came off like a total dick. When she was giving it to him, she's just like, but sir, can't you just speak to me clearly? That's funny.
Did you have an opinion looking at his wound that he was thrust backwards?
Thrust.
What do you mean thrust?
Yes,
His
thank you.
body went backwards. There may have been some applied force to it.
Like he was
I don't
punched
know
or pushed.
about thrust. I'm asking if you have an opinion. Your words. Do
We know
have an
you don't
opinion
know about thrust,
about
Hank.
thrust?
We wish your fucking mom didn't know about thrust.
Do you have an opinion about thrust? I feel like lots of people have an opinion about thrust.
She never said thrust. You said thrust.
Your words. You said thrust 3 times. Not her words. Your words.
About thrust?
All right, so that's where we're at today.
What do you mean?
Unless it's in her report somewhere.
Did the forensic pathology diagnosis mean Mr. O'Keefe's body was thrust backward?
If you want to say thrust as indicating movement, that it went backwards, then you could say it was thrust.
May I approach?
Yes.
Must be in her report.
So, Dr. Laposata, what did you mean when you described that Mr. O'Keefe's body was thrust backward from a standing position?
I mean that he was standing upright and his body had momentum and went down and hit at the back of his head. So when it was thrust backwards.
You cannot tell forensically.
So it is in her report. All right, Brennan, I apologize. It is her words. Absolutely apologize.
But he's so disingenuous. He's constantly lying and making up what people say to him.
Well, yeah. He's a lying liar who lies.
Which is exactly why the Commonwealth is picking up on them, because their expert said this is common from a just standing fall backwards.
Again, being thrust backwards, moving backwards is consistent with falling over and hitting your head on some sort of stair or whatever, something like that.
Head injury is being thrust backwards. How fast? Medium to hard. How hard is medium to hard? To me, it was kind of a confusing waste of time, but he was using her language. She says she doesn't know the amount of force, but it was significant. He's going to try to say, obviously, that car hitting you, you hitting the ground, that transfer of force is significant. I get that.
Would you agree with modern medicine that the use of MRIs and CAT scans and other tools give a clinician equal, if not better, opportunity to examine the brain as actually cutting it and holding it in your hand?
No, the actual gold standard is the pathology, to be able to have the brain in your hand, look at it with your naked eye. And we have conferences in
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Laposata, and I'm not going to do you dirty like
hospital.
that or that.
where we
Okay, perfect. Again, talking with her hands. Let's look at everything with our naked eye. Hold that brain in your hand.
He argues there about the fact that she's not a neurologist or a neurosurgeon, then at the same time asks about what steps brain surgeons make in taking life-saving measures.
Can CAT scans and MRIs show contusions on the brain?
they might.
Subdermal hemorrhages?
Subdural hemorrhages. Yes, they can.
Herniation?
Oh, yeah. Get this. Subdural.
Because there is a difference, lovies, okay? A subdermal and a subdural are different things. That's not being fresh, that's being accurate. And she is trying to be as accurate as possible.
It's a big word, Hanky. Keep up.
Also, is there anything better than Dr. Laposata telling Hank Brennan that he's pronouncing all the shit wrong?
Please try and say Ursupt again.
Or hematoba.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just want him to say in scissors to her. because she's going to correct everything he says. And we know how much that can be.
She just reminds me of like, you know, my second grade teacher.
And again, she didn't do sorry, it's no, she just did the teacher thing. Subdual.
You're doing it incorrectly, young man.
Everything he pronounces wrong is going to get clocked by this witness.
So, Hank, pull your head right out of your ass.
You don't have any neurological expertise, do you?
I'm not a neurologist. I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm a forensic pathologist.
Do you have any clinical experience
I love this.
at all
Just said no. No clinical.
No.
where there's an acute head injury and you're making an effort to observe it and analyze the injury as it progresses in an attempt to
Was
save
that
the
happening
person's
here,
life?
Hank?
I don't treat or diagnose.
Objection,
living
asked and answers. Just
Ever put your
object.
finger through someone's brain?
As far as your
Object.
background, have you ever had any experience, clinical experience, showing the progress of an actual brain injury and trying to treat it?
Just this whole dynamic, the power dynamic between them. Like she was in charge. She was smarter than him. She's like, no, Spanky, no, I am not a neurosurgeon. You knew that, Spanky. You've hired me before. Okay. I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm a medical examiner. I look at bodies. Okay. And you know that, Spanky. Please ask better questions. Thank you.
So I know what happens to the body to cause the changes from that trauma. I don't treat people for those injuries.
Right. You don't want to take their brains out when they're
In
still alive. That's
observing a brain that's in
not
trauma
conducive.
and making determinations of how long it's viable.
That's not what she's
or
doing.
Whether the person will expire.
Oh my God, just
Do
object.
you know the process that a neurosurgeon would go through in order to fight to preserve the person or save the person?
Objection,
Do you know the step-by-step
fuckface.
process that they would undertake
That's not
To
what was
do what?
happening here.
to try to operate or save somebody from a head injury?
He was
from a brain
deceased.
injury?
I'm going to allow it because of
You're going to allow it? It's beyond the
Well,
scope.
it depends on what the brain injury is.
Now he is going to imply that she can't, with her extensive knowledge of pathology, can't determine a brain injury. But because he had a guy who works on living brains, he's way smarter. The problem is the swelling of the brain led to the death of John O'Keefe.
Correct.
So it's not a clinical setting or a clinical experience of actually watching the brain at work and seeing the injury as it progresses.
They're
We
dead,
don't
Brennan.
Do neuropathology like that on living people. The person is deceased.
You fucking idiot.
Had
You
an opinion
fucking idiot.
Jury today, and you said that you believe that Mr. O'Keefe died within 15 minutes.
If they're not dead, they shouldn't be at the morgue. That would be very bad. She's the ME. She's the ME. She is the ME.
Yes, I think that process would start within 15 or 20 minutes.
Is that to a reasonable degree of medical certainty, that opinion?
Yes.
When you looked at Mr. O'Keefe's brain, obviously it's after he already expired, correct?
Obviously, yes.
And so you didn't have any clinical observation of
I
the
love her.
progress of his injury that night. Have you ever heard of a Guzma coma score?
Glasgow?
Glasgow, you mean?
Objective
It's called
criteria
Glasgow coma
to
score.
identify.
Hank now looks like an absolute moron, which I'm for.
Did he just make up a new term, or is there something called a Guzma coma score? It's GLASGOW. Spelled how it's pronounced, unlike most towns in Massachusetts.
Apparently, Guzma's a Pokemon.
Guzma is a Pokemon character. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Robin.
Yeah.
But
Well, the best part is he's trying to correct her now.
have you heard of the Guzma coma score? Thought he really had something there.
It's like your second grade teacher keeps her patience with you, keeps her cool, but also keeps you in line.
You can't make this up. You just can't. Kangaroo court.
You don't even know about the Glasgow coma scale. You think it's something else. You're up here trying to say these other things. You don't even know that.
And she's just like, have a seat. Have a seat, young man. Take a seat. That's the game that we're gonna play here.
I love this role reversal.
I tell you, you try to one up me, and then I tell you to take a seat.
She's like, that's the Glasgow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm.
She's like, you mean Glasgow coma score? No, Guzma coma score. Well, it ain't a thing.
You mean this? You mean Glasgow? Spanky? I think you mean this.
What was the degree of force?
It was medium to large.
Well, that's a wide range. What do you mean?
Laugh at her.
Quantify medium
I'll
to
strike
large,
the comment.
please.
Ask the question, Mr. Brennan.
She says she doesn't know the amount of force, but it was significant. He's going to try to say, obviously, that car hitting you, you hitting the ground, that transfer of force is significant. I get that.
And then he tried to attack her on the coup contra coup.
He mentions an article Dr. Wolf wrote.
According to Dr. Wolf, remember, a lot of people actually survive from coup contra coup.
He's trying to prove also that John O'Keefe could have lived for a little bit afterwards.
So if that's the case, well, who knows? Maybe John O'Keefe could have also survived the coup contra coup.
And she's like, no, I don't think so.
What does medium to large mean?
Enough to cause a lot of fractures to the skull. He didn't just like sit down and lie down.
If he sat down and lied down, he probably wouldn't have fractured his skull, correct?
That's obvious, yes.
Right. And so when you're
I love her attitude towards him.
Just look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her sassiness.
Look at her facial expression. She's like,
she has no time for this at all.
I have never stared at somebody like she is staring.
Have you read any studies that tell you with the proper treatment, despite these potentially catastrophic injuries, that 1/3 of patients can survive?
No, but that's not the case we have here.
Are you stupid?
Oh.
And so in this case, I asked if you had any
Oh,
effective
very important. You see, Brennan keeps trying to like, well, he could have been saved if no, not here. Well, but 1/3 of patients, yeah, I don't, no, everyone's different.
I don't know what you're talking about. 1/3. Everybody has different sorts of injuries. 1/3 of what?
This is the stare of like 40 years of experience of like, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about. 1/3 of what?
Kept trying to say he could have survived for longer. Somebody could have helped him. Somebody could have saved him.
But 1/3 of this one study, I've never read this study, but you can say that, no, not in this case.
And she kept saying, yeah, under certain circumstances, but not the injury we had here.
Maybe a third cases of people with coup contra coup, maybe they do survive. But she's saying very clearly in this case, because the skull fracture was so significant, that he's dead. I mean, there's just nothing to talk about.
Not the circumstances we had here.
In this case, that's not what happened.
I love it. This woman is just like, I'm not playing your game. I know what the facts are, and I know what happened here, and you're not going to dissuade me, no matter how hard you try. Oh, I love this woman.
Try it. Try it. You want to get spanked?
Oh my God. She was so sassy and like 1/3 of what? Just get, again, it's like your second grade teacher. It's so good.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone is different. Queen, where's your study? Cite your source.
And she very calmly is like, if you're going to argue medicine with me, bro, it's not going to go well for you.
Hank's just taking it right up
But
the
you would
butt.
agree many do.
Depends on the case.
Not with these
And in
injuries.
this case, you didn't have any opportunity to observe the progress of Mr. O'Keefe's injury that night, correct?
No one did. He died.
I'm going to allow that.
Oh, Lord.
I wasn't there. The
You had-
body told me what happened to it.
There you go. Beautiful answer.
The body told me what happened to it. She is Kay Scarpetta. The body tells the story. The body told me what happened to it. She's Kay Scarpetta from the Patricia Cornwell novels, if you know, you know.
This is a woman who is convicted in her opinions. She knows what she's talking about, and no one will shake her.
Sit down, Hank. You're not going to rattle her. She's going to know what you're talking about.
I have never seen somebody so confident and sure of themselves as this woman right here. God bless her. She's a national treasure.
She's a queen.
Development of his brain injury and how much time it took that night. Do you?
I don't need to be there. I can just look at the body and I can deduce based on my professional experience.
I do, from understanding the significant skull fractures and the swelling of the brain and the compression of the brainstem that all happened very rapidly.
So, yes, I can. Thanks for playing. Bye, Felicia.
She is fucking handing him his ass.
Handing him his ass. And he just keeps pushing, and she just keeps very,
She's
very
the best
sweetly,
witness
very.
in the entire trial. She's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
She's an awesome witness.
The orbital bones were broken and you had opined that it was caused by the brain. Do you agree that a brain is very soft, consistent with, for example, tofu?
Tofu?
Oh,
What?
It is soft.
Is it that soft?
She's like, oh, gross.
What?
Is that the texture of it?
Well, it depends on what kind of tofu you have.
Okay.
Yes, it is. My tofu queen here.
This lady literally vacuumed the seabed for parts of bodies, and he made her say, ugh.
I mean, the thing is they actually do make tofu in different softnesses.
Okay, to be fair, tofu, if you get the really soft kind, ew. I've done other tofu like stir fries, but the fact that of all the
That's
things
the part that
she's
grossed
seen,
her out.
I
That
know
was
of
it. The tofu itself was the gross part of that statement.
she's like, ugh.
You know, he specifically picks a thing for like a hardness comparison that comes in different hardnesses.
How many punctures would you identify in that photograph?
Let's see, there may be some punctures like around the elbow, consistent with the teeth puncturing. Most of them are the teeth scraping along the skin.
I'm not going to ask you what you believe the cause was. I'm going to ask you just about the wound.
He's like, don't tell me what you think the cause was. I get that you think it was an animal. Just tell me about the wounds.
Well, she said teeth scraping against the skin.
Then they're going to go back and forth and argue about puncture versus scratch here.
For a guy who didn't want her to talk about dog bite wounds, he's now asking her to point out the dog bite wounds.
You also gave some opinions that you did not believe that Mr. O'Keefe's scratches were caused by having some impact with broken pieces of plastic or glass, correct?
Correct. They weren't caused by that.
She's like, correct. They weren't caused by that. Like very confidently.
Did you look, when you were doing your differential diagnosis, did you look at any evidence other than physical evidence? Did you look at any data evidence?
I don't know what you mean, data.
Like data you find on a cell phone?
She is
No.
so put out with him.
Did you look at any of the data evidence from,
What do you mean data?
like data you'd find on
Like, I don't know what you mean, data. Here we go.
a cell phone?
No.
Did you look at any of the data evidence from the defendant's Lexus?
No, other than looking at the contours of the back to see if it had impacted Mr. O'Keefe.
And then
Yeah. He swings and he misses.
she lands potentially the haymaker of all haymakers.
When you were doing differential diagnosis, did you look at any information that would tell you what the speed of that impact may have been or allegedly was?
Well, it didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
You see, a matter of fact, yeah, well, I didn't look at that because I know the car didn't hit him.
This is when Brennan gets spiked on.
Mic drop.
That was like a shocker type moment.
When I said she wasn't trying to force information into her answer, we have walked past that door now.
It didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. Queen Elizabeth Laposata, what do you think she goes by? Betsy, Liz, Betty? I'll allow all of it.
This is when Brennan gets absolutely spiked on.
It didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
Of course he didn't look at speed. It doesn't matter, you dumbass. He wasn't hit by a car.
Your case has been decimated. The bombs are going off.
Do you have any bandages and maybe some some whipping cream because it's chafing real bad. It hurts real bad.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. I mean, that's brutal.
He's only got himself to blame.
And you are done here.
So you thought you were going to come and flex and get somewhere?
Doesn't really matter what the data says, how fast the car was going. It just didn't hit him.
Here's a flex for you. Here's a flex for you. It didn't hit him, so the speed doesn't matter. There's a flex for you, Hank.
Didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. I could say that all day. Didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter. Somebody please clip that and just put it on loop.
She always forms it with like, so after she hit him with the car, did she flee the scene? You know, was this before or after you hit him with the car? And he tries to pull it with her.
And it turns out she's a solid brick wall you just ran right into, isn't she?
And she just fucking owned him.
Dr. Elizabeth Laposata is here, and she has saved the day.
That is the type of moment jurors usually react to.
Oh, dude.
And if they hate the defense and they hate Karen Reed and they think she hit her cop boyfriend with the car, they'd be like, this hired gun. But if they think she didn't and they don't like Hank Brennan, they'd be like, so I wonder what the juror's reaction was to that comment right there, because she said it loud and proud.
Say a little bit louder, doctor, for those in the back.
And I didn't look at it because it didn't happen.
And this is the time when the jury, several members of the jury had huge smiles on their faces.
And if they reacted favorably to that comment, ooh, I'd be so confident as the defense.
Huge smiles. And it was fucking awesome.
So you didn't
You're muted.
care to know anything about the car or the data in the car because you had already...
No, because it didn't hit him.
It did not hit him, so it was not relevant to my opinion.
Well, that is the response to Welcher, isn't it? Welcher said that is what happened. That is what happened. So I started with he was hit by the car and worked backwards. And she's like, that isn't what happened. So it's not relevant to me.
By looking at the body, I could tell that there was no evidence of impact with a vehicle. So whether the vehicle was going slow or fast is not relevant.
And so
Yikes, that's just like gutting a fish.
So that's kind of how this questioning went.
Oh, she's just like, this is my courtroom now, motherfucker.
Didn't get any better. I mean, it's just from the entire time till the end.
I will do the talking. Like, dude.
And so you didn't try to get any information about the speed of the vehicle? It was totally irrelevant to you?
Brennan, you just had one of the most qualified experts testify twice. It doesn't matter if the car was flying because it didn't hit him.
There was just no scoring any points at all for Hank Brennan, and it was just a flop.
Stop asking questions about the speed of the car.
I look at witness statements if they're available to me.
Were any of the defendants' statements made available to you?
Oh, Brennan, buddy, have you not learned? You didn't, did you?
Oh, really?
I did hear some
You
of
going
them.
with that?
Uh-oh, Brennan, danger, danger.
Lifeboat.
You want to get back into acute grief
Consider
reaction?
the ones that you heard?
God.
Of course.
Which ones did you hear?
I really can't answer that. I don't know what you'd have to give me an example.
She's like, be more specific, Hank.
She's so good.
You said that when Mr. O'Keefe was first incurred his injury, you think that he was unconscious?
Yes, I think that the severity of the impact made him immediately unconscious.
Bang, bang.
So if hypothetically Mr. O'Keefe incurred his injury sometime around 12:32, is it your opinion that he never moved again until he was moved physically by somebody else?
Well, I don't know the exact time that he got the injury on the back of the head, but after that time, he could not carry out any purposeful activity.
Tick, tick. Boom.
He's obsessed. He tried to get it at 12:32. This happened. She's like, I don't know what fucking time it happened, but he didn't get up after that.
May I approach sidebar, Your Honor?
Okay.
Yeah. Why you need to go tell Judge Bev you're getting your fucking ass kicked?
Why, Hank? You struggling a little bit?
And yeah, you go take a sidebar, Spanky.
Why? Because your case has just been completely and totally decimated by this woman who you tried to disrespect?
Oh yeah. Not going your way, Spanky, is it?
You find in this professional witness a little hard for you to crack?
Right, because he wants to say there was an impact at 12:32 and he took 78 steps, but they cannot prove there was an impact at 12:32.
I love this woman. Okay, this woman is now my new favorite witness.
Man, like what a fucking jewel. She is amazing. She is so good.
She is like, try me, because no, I don't care how fast or slow a car was going. When I look at someone and say they didn't get hit by a car, she's like, I don't care about the rest of it.
No,
Like he is getting his ass
handed to him.
absolutely handed to him. It's so beautiful.
Yep.
Man, what a witness. What a witness.
Wait, what is happening? You were at sidebar. Where are you going?
All right, so jurors, rather than keep you here while we do things, I'm going to excuse you for lunch. Lunch will be about 15 minutes.
Lunch? What?
Dr. Laposata is like, look, you're an idiot. Yes, I can, and here's how, and here's why. Are you done? Are we done here?